that means.
All right. Back at it again here tonight. Talladega Super Speedway for the Sugarland Shine. 250 for the Gander Outdoor Truck Series. Our second race of the round of 8 in the playoffs. Schneider coming in off a win at Las Vegas. He is locked into the championship 4. That means we have just 7 drivers battling for 3 more spots with a shot at the championship at Phoenix. Thanks for everybody tuning in here today. BMNJ, Ethan, DB Forever 85, Ashton G, Joe Delegado Fan 22, Patrick Shadley, Jackson Thomas, and R6R6. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Dega equals unpredictable racetrack. That is indeed going to happen here today, and with this being the third to last race of the season, I can imagine it's going to be even more chaotic. Patrick, I didn't realize it was your birthday today. Well, happy birthday. Unless you're saying it's like your birthday because we're racing at Talladega on the channel. I don't know, but that might be a little bit of a stretch. So qualified for this race just to see where we were at for qualifying speed, and yeah, we qualified last. There is one driver starting at the rear for whatever reason. We'll see who that is here in a couple seconds. So we are starting 31st, which is actually better because we're on the inside lane. Not that much better because we're still in the last row. We'll see what kind of race speed this has. Again, 100 on the engine, 95 on the aero, 95 on suspension, as we have had for the career mode in the last couple races, and will continue to have for the rest of the season. Majeski looks dominant, but again, anybody can win here at Talladega. Sheldon Creed might be a pretty good drafting partner, and Spencer Boyd starts at the rear. Boyd actually qualified on the pole, but he is starting at the rear. Oni Lassiter, welcome to the stream. Yes, okay, welcome. Here we go. Green flag in the air. No, it's not your birthday. Green flag in the air. We're underway here in Talladega. Josh Reum is actually going to be the pole sitter for today's race with Spencer Boyd dropping to the back. 20 laps in stage 1. Not very long, and we'll see what these playoff drivers can do to try and get every point they can for Schneider. He's racing for his Xfinity Series team. How's he doing that, you might wonder? Well, if he wins the championship, he's already stated he's going Xfinity Series racing next year. He's got 11 wins in the Truck Series. There's nothing else he would have to prove. And remember, we have to own our own team. That's our stipulation here in the career mode for every series. So he's going to need all the money he can to upstart the funding for that team. These guys are losing the rear of the pack. Mike Harmon is not drafting, or at least not bump drafting, with Keegan Schneider right now off turn 4 on lap 1. They are 3 and 4 wide through the middle of the pack, and it looks like Ben Rhodes will lead lap 1 in the 99. He's been on a little hot streak. Still 4 wide as they go into turn 1 in the middle of the pack, and Mike Harmon looks to the outside of Schneider instead of trying to bump draft with him. So for whatever reason, Mike Harmon is choosing to not draft with Schneider right now. Schneider hops in line behind him down the back straightaway. Where's the speed for this 99 truck? R6, welcome back. They're no longer 4 wide, but they're 3 wide for second on back. It looks like getting crazy up there towards the front of the field. Jordan Anderson now takes the lead off turn 4. Rhodes led lap 1. Looks like lap 2 is going to be led by Jordan Anderson. No clue where the pole sitter Josh Reum is running, the new pole sitter at least. 2 laps in the books, and Schneider's already 3.5 seconds off the race lead as he and Mike Harmon have lost the draft on the initial start. Harmon did not bump draft with Schneider to get back to that pack. He instead went to the outside trying to pass him after about a lap. Not sure why that was the case. Not sure why the race truck is this slow either. Obviously he's lost the draft, that's why it's slow now, but even he could not get anything going. No, it's my birthday. Oh, I thought you said it's not my birthday. My bad. I misread that. When I saw the no, I thought it was not, and then okay. Well, happy birthday. Ross Chastain in the race lead, led the third lap, so 3 different leaders in the first 3 laps of the race. I mean, nothing he could do here. Mike Harmon just decided not to work with it, and Harmon's lost the draft too. Good thing there's only 20 laps in the opening stage, so if this does go green to the end of the stage. This sucks so far, good thing. Unless we get a caution before that. Schneider just needs to get into the draft. That's all he's got to do. Obviously doesn't have any single truck speed, and he wasn't able to cling on to the draft without any help. Even though he had Mike Harmon behind him, he still lost the draft because Harmon wasn't bump drafting with him. Still 4 sets of tires around this racetrack. The tires won't really do a whole lot here at Talladega. Maybe it could be a strategy call for Schneider at the end of the stage to get some sort of track position. And now we have a caution on lap 5. We already have our first caution of the day. Not sure who it was. So 5 laps in, we get our first yellow. Love my NASCAR content. Thanks. Greatly appreciated again, as always. Race leader is Ross Chastain. He is one of the playoff drivers, followed by another playoff driver, Matt Kraft, in 1-2 right now. Schneider's going to pit. Why not? 4 tires. Top off on fuel. He's last anyway. It's not going to hurt. Oh, big playoff implications. Tanner Gray is out of the race. It looks like Tanner Gray must have blew an engine in the middle of the pack, bringing out the first caution. Tanner Gray came in after a top 10, was likely above the cutoff line into Talladega, and already the unpredictable Talladega living up to expectations, as Tanner Gray is out of the race, and he is likely going to be in a near must-win situation at Martinsville unless he gets help with other drivers DNFing before the end of this one. Here at Talladega, I mean, that's a tough break. That's one of the underdog teams. It's running so well in the playoffs.
Stay on the bottom.
Finishing the top 10 in the first 4 races, only the DNF in race 5. Now he's only got Martinsville to try and make up for it, but Tanner Gray done for the day. And how about this restart by Schneider? Had that extra grip, at least getting through the gears with the fresh tires, and that helped him at all. 3 wide, nearly 5 wide off turn 4. They are 4 wide right now through the tri-oval. And in 1 lap, Schneider has moved from 31st to 15th here at Talladega. That is unbelievable. Still, well, man, a lot of bump traffic going on. Doesn't matter what lane either. But look at Schneider just keeping that ground that he is gaining on the inside line. He's already underneath Ben Rhodes, Austin Hill, and he's going to be in the top 10 here in about a lap and a half after the restart.
Careful, still there.
Just stayed low and then just, I mean, that was unbelievable. He just drove right around half the field.
Still there.
Ross Chastain leads. Christian Eckes in second, Sheldon Creed third.
Got one outside. I need 10 more.
10 laps to go, stage 1. What a turn of events for Schneider. Now he's in the draft, he can actually do something with it, and he's up to 5th place in the middle of turns 1 and 2, less than 2.5 laps into the restart. Now go to the outside of Austin Wayne Silva. He got a little tight trying to move to the outside. He didn't want to move that high. Now he side drafts that right rear corner panel himself. I mean, this is unbelievable what Schneider's been able to do on this restart.
Careful, still there.
Trying to draft off the back of Sheldon Creed, who goes to the outside for second on him. Almost said Harrison Burton. It's been a couple years since he's been in the 18 truck. Christian Eckes.
Say hi, say hi.
Schneider to the back bumper of Creed. Gonna bump draft him down the trial. We'll try to get the high side to work. Chastain looking for everything he can right now. Maybe looking for that third stage win of the year. He did win a stage 2 races ago at Bristol.
Careful, still there.
Eckes has a run off turn 2 to the back of Ross Chastain.
Careful, still there.
He is on the inside. Schneider bumps drafts. Creed
Say hi up there.
still side by side for the lead towards the front. Schneider back to the inside now behind Austin Wayne Self into the inside of Creed himself now. As he pushes the 22 truck almost a lane on the bottom. Eckes comes back down to block the inside.
Stay low, stay low.
8 to go in the stage.
Still there. Still there.
Schneider up to a race high third as he passes and clears Chastain down the back straightaway. He moves to the outside of the 22 of Austin Wayne Self again, only to duck down in line behind him. Eckes stays high. He doesn't go to the bottom. And now Austin Wayne Self is going to take the lead off turn 4 with Schneider right behind him in second. Eckes losing ground. Schneider bump drafting Austin Wayne Self through the trioval. 6 laps to go in the opening stage. 7 to go, rather. Todd Gilliland's starting to gain ground. He ended up twice in the first 4 playoff races, already eliminated in the round of 10. And still looking for that first win of the season. Self's been nowhere near the front all season. Remember, on the only other super speedway race for the Truck Series this year, at Daytona, the season opener, we had a 3-wide finish, a photo finish 3-wide, where Enfinger barely squeaked out the win. Enfinger still in the playoffs and still has a shot at the championship, but coming off that 12th place run with no stage points, he's going to need a good day today. Might need to get a third win, who knows. Schneider to the outside of Austin Wayne Self on that right rear corner panel, trying to side draft him. Nope, he couldn't quite get to the corner panel. It looked like he had a chance to. When will the move be made? Schneider's trying to make the move. He doesn't have that 38 truck of Gilliland directly behind him. He needs Gilliland to be just a little bit closer. A lot of single file racing here towards the end of stage 1, and now Self moves off the bottom. That's a mistake. He might have gotten a little loose in the trioval. Maybe the truck got a little too light. And they're just going to train around him now. Self trying to side draft, but that's not going to be enough. There's still no help as he wasn't able to side draft enough. Now they're fanning out further back. Schneider did not lead the lap at the line there, but we do have 5 laps to go in stage number 1. As he tries to control the lanes. A little practice blocking for what he might have to do later in the race if he wants to go for that 12th victory of the season. Here comes Self to the top again. Big block. Chastain's got an even bigger run from Tyler Ankrum. And Ross Chastain is actually going to lead the lap at the line with the push. Schneider still has not led. Tyler Ankrum just gave Ross Chastain a massive push to the lead. Ankrum to second. Had a chance to move down in front of Schneider. Then he moved back up to the outside in front of Self. Chastain's getting way out there. 4 laps to go on the stage. Chastain looking for the stage win. Remember, he didn't score any stage points and finished 14th in the round opener earlier today. Oh, wow. Schneider got underneath him, and he just got tight. Luckily, there's a lot of room to help save the truck, and caution waves. And that's going to end the stage, as Schneider had about a half a truck ahead of Chastain and steals the stage win. Well, it's a good thing he got around him. So Schneider wins stage 1 at Talladega. That's the only lap he's led so far. He didn't even lead a green flag lap in stage 1, but he wins the stage due to it ending under yellow, and he just took the lead. And Ross Chastain, who was so close to getting that 4th stage win of the year, will have to wait. Again, he needs every point he possibly can. Pit stops coming up once again here for fresh tires. Oh, well, never mind. I guess I didn't bid in time. That's okay. We're good on fuel to the end of the stage anyway, so no big issue. Plus, I guess it helps us save a set of tires because we did pit early in the race as it was, so that would have only given us 2 sets left. I guess it's better that we stayed out. Schneider restarts from the lead. 20 laps in stage 2 as the second stage starts. Definitely tell that 40 truck and Chastain looks fast though. Like he was able to get the lead. I know he had a big push from Ankrum when he did take the lead, but even still. Let's see if Schneider can actually lead a green flag lap this time. He hasn't led under green yet. By winning the first stage after starting last, getting a caution on lap 5. We restarted with 12 laps to go in the stage. I mean, if you think about it, Schneider was 31st at 12 to go in the stage and still won the stage. Again, I mean, he got up to 5th in less than 2.5 laps on the restart. That was so impressive. And then it took him a while to get back to the lead, and he timed it perfect. Chastain not going to get around him. Single file right now in the WL line. Now Chastain pulls high. Oh, Self goes into the middle. Lassard on the bottom. Lassard won at Talladega back in 2020 for the Truck Series. His first win of the year for KBM. His teammate Eckes already has 1 win. Chastain, Self fading back, and now Lassard looks high with help from Todd Gilliland. They look even higher. That lap led by Schneider was the first lap he has led under green all day long. Lassard just keeps going even higher there with the 38 truck back down to the bottom to block Spencer Boyd. Boyd, a former winner in Talladega as well in 2019 here in the Truck Series. After Johnny Sauter forced him below the double yellow line, causing a penalty on Sauter, giving the win to Spencer Boyd. Ooh! Boyd tried to block Lassard, and he about wiped out half the field with him. And our Greenfield gets to the bottom, and we're 3 wide for second. I don't think the 4 and the 20 made contact, but boy, they got close. We didn't see this much racing in stage 1. We saw some racing at the end of the stage. Not like this. I mean, look at this. They are 3 by 3 from second on back all the way through the field. Outside of the first couple laps of the race, we never saw anything quite like this. It is Talladega after all. Field's got another run. Schneider tries to hang on out in front. I don't know how many more laps he's going to lead in his Truck Series career, assuming that this is it as well. Lead as much as you can. You got nothing to lose here today.
Got a car high now.
Definitely. Might as well go for broke. Gillen was pushing Lassard, and then Gillen got to his right rear, and that stunted Lassard's run. Now Gillen trying to look and find help. Lassard moves back in front of him down the back straightaway. Greenfield up in that middle lane between Creed and Lassard. Schneider moving back and forth, controlling all 3 lanes. Look out, look out, look out. Contact between Greenfield and Lassard might have bounced off the wall in turn 4. They're stacking up in the outside lane, but nobody's wrecked yet. So we stay green. I don't know how they made it out of it, but they did. Crafton in the mix, hasn't led a lap yet. He's been as high as second in the running order.
Got one outside.
And he'll stay there. So on the run, but Schneider's been great at blocking so far. He definitely doesn't have the speed without help behind him. But this clean air has got to be helping the handling of the race truck. Even on older tires, the handling is there. So that's good.
Car outside. You got room. You're clear.
Can alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in this race today. 15 laps to go in stage 2. Austin Wayne Self back inside the top 3 on the inside of Sheldon Creed for second place.
Hold your line. Got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
Creed's got a teammate of Tyler Ankrum right behind him. Jennifer Jo Cobbs inside the top 5. Oh, she finished 5th back at Eldora towards the end of the regular season. That's her best finish of the year. The only top 5 she's had. One of just 2 top 10. She finished in the top 10 at Iowa as well. She's been pretty good on the short tracks this season. Small family-owned team. And again, trying to get to that right rear quarter panel with Schneider, just not able to do it. And here comes Sheldon Creed again on the outside. With more help from his teammate Tyler Ankrum. We saw Ankrum already push one truck to the lead earlier today. Back in stage 1 when he pushed the East Motorsport truck of Ross Chastain to the front. Now he's trying to push his teammate Sheldon Creed out to the lead. Schneider moves up, gives up the bottom, and here comes Austin Wayne Self with help from Jennifer Jo Cobb. They have locked bumpers. 26 and the 2 on the outside of locked bumpers, and now Matt Crafton and Schneider in the middle lane of locked bumpers. 3 wide middle still for Schneider for second place. Side traps the 2 truck. Still trying to get a push here for Matt Crafton. Lane changing, middle of the pack with Rafael Lassard. Jennifer Jo Cobb all clear on the bottom for second. And now Schneider gets underneath Cobb. Crafton's still going to follow the 99 of Schneider. So Austin Wayne Self back in front, another lead change, and that's the first lap. Schneider's not led in stage 2. Cobb trying to side draft that inside lane. Can't do it for much longer. Creed and Ankrum still losing ground on the outside lane. Here's the run to the inside. We'll side draft on that left rear corner panel. Now trying to pull away into turn 3. Self is going to try to pinch him down now, and he does. Self's not going anywhere. Drag race off turn 4. Self going to be able to pull clear. Yes, he does. After got to the back bumper, Schneider, but it was a little too late. Jennifer Jo Cobb getting another push, it looks like, from behind. Can't tell who from yet. Might have been Jordan Anderson in the 3. It wasn't Blackchalk. Now Anderson actually moved to the bottom behind Crafton. No help now for Austin Wayne Self in the middle of the corner, and Matt Crafton just pushed. Keegan Schneider back to the lead off turn 2. Crafton could not clear himself for second, though. And here comes a run 3 wide, back down to the bottom again. It's actually Mike Harmon pushing Jennifer Jo Cobb. And a couple of usual back marker trucks inside the top 5. They're bringing out the best of both worlds. All sorts of race teams at the front. Oh, Crafton just to the outside. Schneider went up the block, but he couldn't go any higher. 3 wide, in fact. Cobb is still on the outside. Crafton had a chance to pull clear, but he didn't. Jordan Anderson now loosens him up, goes 3 wide up the middle, and they are 3 wide for the lead into the corner. Maybe some contact between the 3 and the 88 on the top. And John Hunter Nemechek just pushed Schneider back out in front with the contact between the 3 and the 88. No wreck, and again we stay green. Now Nemechek backs off to get a push from Gus Dean. Dean, one of the playoff drivers. The biggest underdog into the playoffs, and he made it out of the round of 10. Pointed his way into the round of 8. With nothing too special, but just outlasted a couple guys that DNF'd, and he had top 15 runs in all 3 races. That was good enough without DNFing to make it into the next round, despite not scoring a lot of stage points either. But now, in a situation where he's likely below the cutoff line into today's race, needs a great day at Talladega, and he didn't get any stage points in stage 1. He's got an opportunity to get some here with only 10 laps to go in stage 2, though. And how about a win? Gustine pulls off an upset win at Talladega for a second win of the season. He's in a championship 4. Schneider's not just going to let one of those guys win either. He wants to control his own destiny. And again, this could be the third to last race of his career in the Truck Series if he wins the championship. Before moving on to Xfinity Series. Trying to go out with a bang, and Talladega will be a big track to win at. Another one of the more prestigious racetracks on the circuit. Up the middle, the 20 of Spencer Boyd coming through. We know he's got speed, especially single truck speed. He qualified on the pole despite having to start at the rear. That was because of a pre-race inspection failure. Moffitt coming up. So is Nemechek. Oh, look out there. 4 wide. Boyd to the back bumper of Schneider. Gave him a push. Nemechek has the run with a little help and a push from Jordan Anderson. 4 lanes wide for second place. Schneider couldn't block them all, and John Hunter Nemechek gets to the lead for the first time today.
Still there. Careful, still there.
Schneider pulls clear for second, right in line behind John Hunter. Has the run to the back bumper. Gives him a push. Off turn 2, he's bump drafting him. Trying to shake him, nowhere to go. Can't pass below the double yellow line. Went below it, he didn't advance his position, obviously. He didn't even get to the inside of Nemechek either. Trying to build up another run on him this time through the tri-oval. Shoots low. Nemechek couldn't block. A little side draft by Schneider now. Pulling back a little more. At the line. My goodness, that was tough to tell who won the lap. Gustine's going to help the 99 to the lead. Oh, he loosened him up quite a bit with that push. Especially in the center of 1 and 2. And Schneider stays in the gas and stays in front of Dean as well. Gustine again back to second. Zigzagging down the back straightaway. Schneider tries to hold on. Joe Nemechek running 3 wide with the sun on the outside. Nemechek stuck in the middle. Underneath him is Jason White, another back marker truck towards the front of 34. Here comes Joe Nemechek. Oh, blocked by Schneider. And around goes no, Schneider's in the outside wall. Up and over goes the 99 as he tried to block the 87 of Joe Nemechek. And Schneider is up and over at Talladega. In the tri-oval, into the catch fence. And back down on all 4. It happens that quick, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow it's only 5 seconds of damage, and somehow he didn't DNF either. How did he not DNF, and how was it only 5 seconds of damage? Schneider's able to repair it. Can't pit for tires or fuel, but we can pit to repair the damage. Nemechek, Joe Nemechek, I should be more specific, had a huge run on the top end of the tri-oval. Schneider tried to block, and it was too late. They both wrecked. And now he missed a shift there at the start. He spun the tires, and Schneider's probably going to lose the draft on this restart. 3 laps to go in stage 2. A lot of trucks involved in that accident, I'd have to assume, have damage. Schneider was the only one that pitted. And he did not get a good restart. You have to imagine, even fully repaired, that damage is still pretty relevant. Black Ace, welcome to the stream. Man, that was insane. I don't know how we're still in this race, first of all. Again, I'm throwing that back out there. Meanwhile, they're side by side for the lead, battling for the Stage 2 victory. They're coming to 2 to go this time. There are a lot of playoff drivers still in the top 10 looking for every point they can get. Gustine being maybe one of the major ones. So we'll keep an eye on the track map on the lower left-hand corner of the screen to see who's got the lead. But Sheldon Creed, by inches, is out ahead right now with 2 laps to go now in Stage 2.
2 laps to go.
Crash up. Brett Moffitt now to the lead in turns 1 and 2, but he hasn't cleared Creed yet. Creed's now in that middle to upper lane trying to side draft him. We can barely see what's going on up there, at least in the center of the corner. More drama with the playoff drivers, although Schneider again is already in the championship 4. That was insane. I mean, that was actually a realistic crash. I mean, what wasn't realistic is that we didn't DNF. But we pulled the block on Nemechek, and Nemechek got sideways on the tri-oval, and when he got sideways, he lost control, and he turned down into our right rear and just torpedoed us back up the racetrack. I mean, once we got sideways, up and over we went. Actually got hit, I think, by Spencer Boyd head on, too, before even getting into the air. That really projected the racetrack. Final lap of Stage 2. Brett Moffitt's out in front. Throw that one on the highlight reel. Oh gosh. Coming off of turn 4 for the final time, Brett Moffitt trying to win Stage 2, not playoff driver, trying to spoil the party much like Schneider did in Stage 1. Reasons all the way outside the top 25 as they get into the tri-oval. The green-white checkered flag is waving, and Brett Moffitt is going to win Stage 2 at Talladega. Remember, he won a stage at Bristol 2 races ago as well, so again, Moffitt keeping that momentum even despite not being in the playoffs. Playoff drivers to get stage points in Stage 2. Johnny Sauter 7th. That's it. Sauter was the only playoff driver to get any stage points in that second stage. And we're going to be seeing pit stops here. Schneider's definitely got a pit. 4 tires, full tank of fuel. I mean, that was definitely the big one if we've never seen a big one before. That is definitely stricken. It didn't knock anybody out of the race. I don't know how we're still in it.
Has the green flag in his hand.
Crazy, and that was in Stage 2. Green flags in the air, final stage underway. Schneider's got to make sure that he doesn't lose the track. He does have 3 trucks behind him on the restart this time. His picker is fast enough, and they got him out ahead of a few trucks.
Careful, still there. Still there.
Inside lane starting to go. Not enough though. Schneider has to move to the top in front of Spencer Boyd. He's got to keep as many trucks behind him as possible for him to get a run, and now Boyd's going to lock bumpers with Schneider. I'm sure Boyd had a slow stop because he had a lot of damage from the big one. Somehow still 31 trucks in the field. Look at the lane changing going on in the center of 3 and 4 as they get up to speed. Another massive run on the bottom of the racetrack. We actually have a chance to flip and win today. And not just because we're still in the race, but the fact that it was only 5 seconds of damage, we were able to repair it under a 5-second damage clock. 50 laps to go at Talladega. We have another driver clinch their way into the championship 4 along with the 99er Schneider. Just lost the bottom to Spencer Boyd. Boyd is a man on a mission. We know he's got a fast truck. He's going to run to the outside 3 wide. Only 2 cautions per incident so far today, but we've had the massive one in the tri-oval already here at Talladega. Middle lane, side draft in the bottom, trying to hold him back. That was Lassard in the Ford truck underneath him.
Hold your line, driver.
Schneider's getting pushed by the 0-2 of Tate Fogelman. the truck's stepping out. He didn't hit Nemechek very square in front of him, but John Hunter keeps it going. Oh, Johnny Sauter got loose.
Careful, still there.
Nemechek's loose off turn 2 again.
Clear all around there. Car there on the
Look at all the
inside.
blocking going on. Spencer Boyd cutting it all the way through this field. Got up in front of Johnny Sauter.
Hold your line.
He's got to run. He'll get around Sauter.
You're all clear up top there.
Looking into that third lane to the outside now on Boyd. Trying to get a draft off Angela Ruck in the 0-0. Austin Hill, not Austin himself, is on the outside. The other Austin. They're about to go 4 wide through the tri-oval. Hill stays high. Oh my goodness. There's smoke. Somebody made contact up there.
Still there. Looking inside now.
Ben Rhodes leads this race.
Careful, still there. You got a car.
Oh, somebody else. Yeah, somebody's smoking.
Off in front.
Into the corner. Caution's going to wave. One of the trucks inside the top 5, I believe, just blew an engine. Second engine failure we've seen today, and the third caution for incident. Sorry, it's the 4th caution for incident. I forgot stage 1 ended under a yellow, so we had a caution at lap 5, caution at lap 17, caution at lap... whatever lap it was in stage 2 when we flipped. About 60 to go, roughly. A little less than that. And now this is the 4th caution for incident. Most we've had this season is 7 in a race, and we're halfway to breaking that record. Now, there's a lot of smoke out of somebody. Jordan Anderson's going to hit pit road at the rear. I couldn't tell who it was. Everybody's on the same strategy right now. Everybody's still outside the pit window to the end. And the truck series, the pit window is about 36 to 38 laps on fuel. So still a little bit outside the pit window, about excuse me, 10 to 13 laps. Austin Hill
You're clear all around
spun
there.
the tires on that restart. Schneider was on the outside. Oh, geez, just squeezing underneath Sheldon Creed. He didn't want to go below the double yellow line, so he kind of moved Creed up to keep from going below the double yellow line.
Still there. Still there. Careful, still there.
Justine got caught in the sucker hole there right in the middle. Schneider started to do something that I don't think anybody's ever done before, and that is flip and try to go to victory lane at Talladega nonetheless.
Careful, still there.
He's done a lot this season, but boy, that would probably top the list. Oh boy, Ben Rhodes got loose. He had contact with the truck on his outside. They're 4 wide. No wonder there was contact. That's Mike Harmon in the 74 who was on him. I thought Rhodes was going around. I had a carbon copy of what happened in the tri-oval earlier. But Schneider was right underneath all of it. Mike Harmon keeps his run wherever he got it from. He's up the middle lane now between Greenfield and Schneider. Inside the top 10. 3 wide for the lead in the tri-oval with Joe Nemechek, Grant Enfinger. I believe that's Ty Majeski up at the front. Look at Schneider getting a run. 3 wide to the inside of Lassard. Still side by side for the lead between Grant Enfinger and Ty Majeski.
Still there.
Schneider clear of Lassard for third.
You're clear there.
3 wide. Here's Joe Nemechek.
Clear high, bud.
Well, he backs off. He doesn't want to get blocked by Schneider again. That ended badly the first time. It could have ended worse again, but I'm not sure what lane to pick right now. He's going with Matt Crafton, it looks like, on the outside. Ty Majeski. On that mid. Oh, Schneider to the outside. 3 wide for the lead. Going in a third lane instead.
Careful.
Every man for themselves.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
back down in line behind Enfinger. Gustine inside the top 5, looking for third on Schneider. Schneider side drafts Dean. How aggressive this pack is right now. Once again, Jeske. Oh, Schneider got tight. Stays in the gas. Somebody bounced off the wall. I think that was Lassard that hit the wall off turn 2. Look at Enfinger side drafting and just staying alongside Majeski this entire time. 3 wide and a push now from Moffitt to the back of the 99. Angelo Luck inside the top 5. Watch Schneider. Middle, 3 wide. Ooh, Gilliland checked up in the tri-oval. 4 wide. Getting dicey. These guys just need more room. East Motorsports, Ty Majeski leads. Gustine may be going for the lead. Oh, Dean's underneath him too. Massive run by Gustine in the 32. Schneider's got to run to the inside now. Grant Enfinger. 3 wide for second for a brief moment. Trying to draft off Gustine, but Enfinger's right there in the trial. We'll try to side draft him and hang on. 40 laps to go at Talladega. Can Gustine pull off a miracle and make it to the championship 4? What a season. Doesn't matter that he was 18th at the end of the regular season in the standings. He's got a shot at the championship 4. Schneider up high to block Enfinger. Enfinger didn't hit it square. He got lucky, though. That's a big push to the back of the 99 from the 98. Gustine down to the bottom, Schneider to follow. Look at the run he's got now. Dean got so far out ahead. Schneider had a big run coming to him. He's going to get under it now off turn 4. Tries to side draft that left rear corner panel. Here comes Jennifer Jo Cobb. Big block by Gustine in the tri-oval. Cobb is coming to the back bumper of Schneider. 39 laps to go. Dean down to block the inside lane once again, but he couldn't get there in time. Too much of a run with Cobb and Schneider. Schneider to the lead off turn 2. Jennifer Jo Cobb the second, trying to go for her first career win. Best career finish was at Daytona some years ago. Truck Series. Remember, Tanner Gray is out of the race as far as winning the playoff drivers. Schneider already being locked in too. There's only 6 that could actually win this race and advance to the championship 4.
Careful. All right, you're clear there.
Been able to hold on to the lead for a while, it seems like, when he gets out in front, except for one bad blocking through the tri-oval. Look at Natalie Decker kind of squeezing whatever that was to the outside up ahead. Look at Decker up the middle with a push from Clay Greenfield. Sorry, that's Stuart Friesen, the other blue truck. Friesen in the 52s in the top 5. I haven't really seen him towards the front a lot. I think he was saving everything he could to make it to this point in the race. He survived the big one.
Got one outside now.
Decker looks high, just gets to the outside of Schneider. Schneider's trying to side draft her right back and can't do it. Natalie Decker to the lead at Talladega. She came close to winning Daytona. She was leading with about 6 laps to go there earlier this season. Schneider getting a push from Jennifer Jo Cobb in that outer groove. Decker's on the bottom right now. Schneider trying to make the outside work and get to the lead there.
Still there.
He's got a run on her. Is he going to be able to pull and clear into turn 3? I don't think so.
Car there on the inside.
Nope, wasn't able to clear. Now Cobb locks bumpers with Schneider. Schneider side drafts Decker off turn 4. Schneider worked the outside well in the front of the pack, but in the middle of the pack, but not so much at the front. He's trying to get it done right now. Still side drafts Decker. Pulls her back just enough to stay with her.
Got one down low now.
Ooh, Enfinger giving that bottom lane a little bit better of a push. Decker's all clear now on turn 2. Enfinger's getting a massive push from behind from Ross Chastain. Decker moves high, trying to block Schneider. Schneider to the high side. Enfinger to the bottom, perhaps. Schneider side drafts Decker. Decker back to the bottom in front of Enfinger.
Got a Carlo now.
Trying to side draft Grant Enfinger in second. Even though Chastain's on his back bumper. Cobb left the back bumper, the 99 now. They got to get connected again. And Enfinger looks to the outside in front of Schneider. Just to block it. Pull back the outside even more. Schneider's fading. He's up there for a couple laps. Chastain looks high. Stays high. Schneider underneath Chastain. Ooh, Enfinger went up to block Ross, and that cut his momentum off. And now Decker goes high. And Grant Enfinger's looking for the lead.
You're all clear up out there.
He's got to run. Schneider right behind in second place. Well, everybody does have to pit one more time before the end. I want to watch the Geico fight. Just getting you pumped up for Talladega. Only a few more weeks. I'll be there. In person. Our second ever Talladega race. Enfinger and Schneider on that outside groove. Schneider down to the bottom in front of John Hunter needing to check. That just stalled the inside lane out. I'm surprised I didn't push the 99 to the lead. I think it just got him too loose instead. Now he's going to lock bumpers with the 8. Enfinger got way out ahead. Three playoff drivers inside the top 5. Schneider, Enfinger, Chastain. Schneider. Oh, he tagged the 98. Enfinger's loose. What a save by Grant Enfinger.
Got a Carlo now. You got room. You're clear there.
What a save. Yes, I will be at the Geico 500 at Talladega. That'll be the first race I go into this season. Plan to be vlogging that trip. Here comes Zane Smith on the outside. Schneider couldn't block it. Zane Smith to the lead.
Outside.
3 wide again. Smith pulls to the bottom. He's all clear. Schneider to the back bumper of Zane Smith. Schneider looking high for the lead. Smith goes even higher to try and block. All the way to the outside into turn 3. They're still locking bumpers. John Hunter Nemechek to the outside as well. Bottom's open. Schneider gets underneath Zane Smith now. Side draft. Trying to pull away from him. Here comes Todd Gilliland to help push the 99 of Schneider. Schneider to the front. Blake Barnes, welcome to the stream. Going to the Geico 500 as well. Hey, maybe I'll see you there. I'll be sitting like really close to the start-finish line. Oh, Enfinger! He shot the 99 of Schneider up the track to get himself to the lead after a push from Nemechek. I'm sure all 3 trucks are probably pushing each other at the same time that it got Schneider loose. Especially in the center of the corner like that.
Still there.
Truck got a little bit wiggly. Gillen is out in front. So close to winning this season. that fast truck in the last race, but didn't get to the finish. And now we have a caution for the 5th time today with 31 laps to go at Talladega. Everybody's going to hit pit road, top off on fuel. Final stop of the day. Schneider's taking 4 tires. We'll have 1 set left to the end. And everybody should be good on fuel to the finish from here. We'll go green with just 27 laps to go in the Sugarland's 250. Got 11 people watching right now. Thanks for everybody tuning in on a Wednesday night. We are setting ourselves up for a good one here. It is the 3rd to last race of the season at Talladega, playoff racing. Schneider lost 8 spots on pit road. I think everybody that beat him off at pit road probably took fuel only. Schneider decided to get a little more grip, taking tires. Green flag back in the air. Talladega and Schneider did not take off well at all. Oh, he's going to stack this inside lineup quite a bit. Oh, he tried to get high in front of Enfinger. He couldn't do it. Schneider just completely stacked up the inside. Poor Ross Chastain right behind him as well. He dropped 6 spots in about a half a corner. I know Decker's strong too. These guys are losing the front of the field. Schneider's still trying to block and stay. Oh, Decker got loose in the back straightaway. Couldn't handle the push from behind. Somebody's going to have to push this 99 of Schneider to get towards the front. We have 2 packs now. I guess if we get another big one, the second group might miss it. That's not the idea. I mean, we're getting down to crunch time. 26 laps to go. If these guys want a shot to win, especially Chastain being a playoff driver. Johnny Sauter's back in this group as well. They need to get going. Enfinger and Friesen are at the tail end of this lead pack. And look at Schneider. He is pulled away from that 18 truck, but he's not close enough to get a draft off the trucks ahead of him still. And Austin Wayne self-pushing Eckes closer to the back bumper of Schneider. So they're just trying to pick up ground. They just need to get a run. Once Schneider can get a run off of some of these guys at the back of this lead pack, he's going to come in with a massive, massive run. I think now is going to be the time to alternate for the different camera angles. One final time, 25 laps to go. Almost some contact between Tate Fogelman and Grant Enfinger. Just aggressive side draft, and I'm sure Fogelman knew what he was doing there. Trying to side draft to pull past the 52 and the 98. Schneider's so close to being able to get that draft. He's going to move to the high side down the back straightaway. He is close enough. He is definitely drafting off Grant Enfinger right now. Look at the run. He's pulled away from Eckes. He is getting a huge run off of Grant Enfinger. Enfinger didn't go down to the bottom either. Schneider pulls to the back bumper of Friesen, so he had the big run. He just didn't really have anywhere to go with it. Schneider's pulled that group back there. Let's see if Eckes can lead that second group forward. He couldn't stay with Schneider. Schneider got the draft off Enfinger, was getting a big run. 3 wide in the tri-oval, underneath the 52 in the Ford truck. 98 of Enfinger seems like he wants to work with Friesen, even though they're technically kind of racing each other. Enfinger must be thinking, I need to win. You're in this race, you have a chance, and you're in prime position. Especially with still this many laps left, just north of 20 to go. Brett Moffitt, who won stage 2, is battling for the lead. Looks like with Josh Reune, the pole sitter. Friesen tried to block Schneider. Schneider again gets under him off turn 4 with a side draft, trying to pull him back a little bit. By the way, Eckes just caught the rear of the field back there. The rear of the lead pack, I should say, which was right about 19th to 20th. So we have one big pack once again. 3x3 racing late at Talladega.
Still there. Careful. Still there.
Gustine battling to get inside the top 10 again. No stage points for him today. He's been in position to get him in both stages, but just wasn't able to actually seal the deal. Run by Schneider. Oh, Greenfield with a block. Schneider went to go to the outside of him. Greenfield moved up. Not even a half a lane, just enough to Schneider hit his right rear. Oh, look at Oh, they're stacking up 4 wide. Look out. Johnny Sutter and Austin Hill started going backwards. I don't know how they got the 4 wide, but they got the 4 wide, and everybody keeps going. Schneider propelling forward inside the top 5 again.
Careful. Still there.
Pushing Jennifer Joe Cobb now on the inside of Ben Rhodes for 4th. Cobb and Rock both inside the top 3. The two females, see if they work together to maybe get to the lead. Ooh, Rock gonna go high, trying to get a draft off of Brett Moffitt. Schneider trying to side draft the 10 truck, but that contact wasn't allowing him to. Pushing Jennifer Joe Cobb. Gets to the outside. There's the side draft he needed. Angela Ruck pulled up in front of the 10 truck as well. Now Schneider side drafts Ruck in 2nd place, and he is coming forward. Needs more help. Cobb jumps up in front. Some of those other trucks that were behind Schneider, like Foreman. Back to the bottom. Follow Schneider down there now.
Stay low, stay low.
Now Schneider wants redemption after finishing 2nd by a nose.
Still there. 20 more laps. Bell to take it.
Earlier this season at Daytona. Ruck might get to the inside of Moffitt. Oh, Moffitt with a block. Here comes Schneider. Oh, big run. He got into the side of the 00, and I thought he might have had a chance at the lead if he didn't accidentally sideswipe Ruck along the way.
Stay at the bottom here.
He still might get to the lead anyway off turn 4. He hasn't cleared Moffitt yet.
Careful. Still there. You're all clear.
Just that little tap from Ruck was enough to help. Schneider pulls clear of Brett Moffitt for the lead. Ooh, barely back down to the bottom in front of Angela Ruck. Oh, I'm actually playing on a PlayStation 4, so I guess I would not be able to. You will not find me on Xbox. There's the GMS truck. There's where teammates come in handy here at Talladega. Moffitt down below trying to block Schneider back to the inside. He was barely clear of the 99, but Zane Smith pushed his teammate Brett Moffitt to the lead. Schneider on the back bumper of Moffitt now. Caution. 19 to go. Our 7th caution of the race, and that is going to tie the record this season for the most cautions in a race with Gateway and the last race we just had at Las Vegas. We've had 6 or more cautions now in 4 of the 5 playoff races. Ross Chastain pitting towards the rear, can't blame him. He needs to do something. He fell way behind. He was stuck behind Schneider, him and Decker both, on that last restart. Trey Irby, welcome to the stream. Brett Moffitt is a rival.
Alright, be smart out there. Going green. Ready?
Moffitt restarts in the lead. Green flag back in the air at Talladega. 15 laps to go. One caution away from having the most in a single race this season. That's not impossible. We saw the massive one in the tri-oval earlier, and now with 15 laps left, let's see another big one. Schneider side drafting Moffitt really well right now. He doesn't have enough help on the outside though. Moffitt is going to pull clear. Zane Smith got behind Schneider, but it was a little too late. Smith maybe looking to the outside. Tate Fogelman moves up in front of Zane Smith and behind Schneider.
Got one down low now.
In the outer groove, he's bump drafting him like crazy right now. Schneider's trying to hold back the inside and side draft Angelo Ruck. As they side draft each other, look at how far ahead Moffitt's getting now.
Still there.
Back to the normal cam for the finish of the race.
Hold your line. Stay
Brett
down.
Moffitt leads with 14 laps to go at Talladega.
Careful, still there.
This is the round of 8 in the playoffs. Second race of the round of 8. Ruck's got a big run on Moffitt. See, that's the bad thing about Moffitt getting to that big of a lead. Ruck trying to take it to the inside. Schneider's getting a big run now in the back of Moffitt after a push from Tate Fogelman. Ruck thought about going up the side draft. Schneider to the inside for the lead on Brett Moffitt. And he is not going to want to give it up this time. All by himself gets to the lead. All from that push off turn 2 from Tate Fogelman. Angelo Ruck to second. Once again, now behind the 99 truck though. Fogelman on the outside lane with Jordan Anderson near the wall. Another lead change. 13 laps to go at Talladega. Anybody can win. There's a lot on the line for at least 6 drivers that are still in this race. Tanner Gray DNF'd. He's one of the playoff drivers, one of the underdog playoff drivers, and he's likely in a must-win situation going into Martinsville now. Schneider trying to block every lane. He couldn't do it. He had to give up the run somewhere, and he ended up giving it up to the outside lane. Look at how far ahead Jordan Anderson has just pushed himself and Tate Fogelman ahead of the rest of the field. Oh, Anderson makes a move now to the inside. Aggressive. Getting way out ahead of Schneider and Ben Rhodes. Side by side for the lead at Talladega. Schneider leaves the bottom, going up high. Look at Anderson. Couldn't pull clear. The side drafted now. Johnny Sauter up inside the top 4. Another playoff driver, Jordan Anderson, is all clear. Been so close on these super speedways to getting a first career win. He was fast at Daytona this season. 2 runner-ups in real life at Daytona. And now he leads at Talladega with 12 to go. With a fellow owner driver right behind him. Ooh, Anderson goes high. Schneider to the lead. Johnny Sauter right behind him. Enfinger's in the top 5 now as well. Sauter, Enfinger both trying to win and advance to the championship 4. Enfinger's in that middle lane now. Might be Ben Rhodes at the 99. I can't really tell. It is Rhodes, and now Rhodes pulls up in front of Jordan Anderson. There are 3 Ford Motorsport trucks inside the top 5. They might work together, but they're not, though. Enfinger's actually side drafting the heck out of his teammate Ben Rhodes towards the outside lane. Leaving the inside kind of dominant for the moment. Look at Anderson, Rhodes all up. Oh, they're 4 wide down the back straightaway. And out of nowhere, Riley Hurst has a run. Nowhere to go for Hurst. They're 4 wide again in the middle of turns 3 and 4. By the looks of it, I don't even know if they're going to make it back to the checkered flag without another caution.
Got a car coming inside
We've
now.
seen 2 of these playoff races go to overtime so far this season. Could this be the 3rd? We've seen 4 races total go to overtime all year. 4 trucks just trying to cling on to the back of the lead pack right now with 10 laps to go. Chris George, welcome to the stream. Parkway, welcome to the stream as well. Remember, Schneider flipped in stage 2. In the big one in the tri-oval, ended up in the catch fence, only had 5 seconds of damage somehow. Under a 5-second damage clock, he was able to repair it. And now he's back in the lead. Can he go for a flip and win? Oh boy, Johnny Sauter got loose. in the tri-oval. He tried to move off the 51, and Herbst was pushing him at the time. Schneider might not have anywhere to go here before long. There's Johnny Sauter on the inside. There's some contact between Schneider and Sauter, and that allows Johnny Sauter now to get to the lead off turn 2. Riley Herbst is getting a massive push from Jordan Anderson as well. Johnny Sauter trying to win and get into the championship 4. I've been watching the Derek Jeter. I have not.
Stay at the bottom.
Parkways, we are currently coming to 8 laps to go at the line. And Johnny Sauter's trying to make it
All clear.
a 3rd win this year and advance to the championship 4. Schneider to the inside of Riley Herbst. He knows Sauter's been on a hot streak lately. That is not a driver he wants in the championship 4, so if Schneider can help it, he's going to try to get around him. Probably been the 2 best drivers in the second half of the season, if we can agree on. Schneider trying to flip and win. Who would have thought this was even possible? 7 laps to go at the line for Sauter. Schneider's going to need more help. Johnny's really strong out in front. He hasn't led a lot of laps, but he looks strong now. Joe Nemechek, who was involved in the big one as well. Him and Schneider were the mainstay of it. Schneider threw a block on Nemechek when there were 3 wide behind him. He had to run on the outside of the tri-oval. Nemechek got loose, clipped the right rear of Schneider, and up and over he went. In front of the pack. Nemechek pulls to the back bumper. He's going to push Schneider down the back straightaway. You have to imagine Joe wasn't very happy with Schneider, but he's going to have to work with him now if they're going to want a shot to get around Sauter. He's got to run to the back of Johnny Sauter through 3 and 4. He is absolutely bump drafting Johnny Sauter now. You loosen him up just a little bit off turn 4, trying to get to his inside into the tri-oval. Still needs more help. Nemechek is coming. Sauter is still not able to block. And now the run on the inside. Schneider to the lead with a push from Joe Nemechek, and we're back to square one between Nemechek and Schneider. Remember, Nemechek finished 3rd at Daytona this season. Schneider was 2nd. They were both on the inside of Enfinger, who went on to win the race in that 3-wide photo finish. We have another one. Ooh, I thought Friesen was going to go around getting into turn 3. I think somebody got in the back of him and it wasn't square because he just shot up the track. Friesen's another one of the playoff drivers just outside the top 5. Nemechek pulls high. Had a couple trucks go with him, now back down to the bottom. Greenfield stays high. He doesn't have a lot of help. 5 laps to go at Talladega. Now Nemechek goes high. Moffitt hangs Nemechek out to dry. He's just going to go to the bottom. And Nemechek still got a decent run. Schneider pulls high just a tad bit, enough to block him. And Nemechek is going to fade a couple truck lengths. Now Moffitt looks high off turn 2 in front of Nemechek. With Riley Herbst towards the bottom. Jason White all the way down low as well. That 34 truck. Schneider's just trying to block all 3 lanes. Yes, they are 3 wide for 2nd. Outside stacks up. Sauter's trying to push Nemechek. You never know what's going to happen in the next race at Martinsville for these playoff drivers and trying to make it to the championship 4. Look at the side drafting going on between Riley Herbst and Joe Nemechek. This was the same situation. Exact same. With Nemechek in the outer groove. Schneider tried to pull a block on him and they ended up wrecking in that time. He couldn't pull the block, and Joe Nemechek is going to get to the lead into turn 1. Sauter battling for 2nd as he tries to pinch Schneider down on the inside. 4 laps to go at Talladega. Side drafting each other way too much right now. Schneider going to pull clear of the 13 of Sauter. He's got to run to the back of Nemechek. Nowhere to go with it though. In the center of turns 3 and 4. Coming to 3 laps to go this time by. And also remember, if we get to the white flag, the next flag will end the race. That is locked into the championship 4. And just reminding those of you that might have just tuned in for the finish, you won at Las Vegas. Looks like Moffitt's going to go to the outside behind Nemechek and Schneider as well. So now the lanes have moved to the top. Johnny Sauter's trying to lead the bottom lane, it looks like. Trying to get a win into the championship 4 to join Schneider. Sauter trying to go up and side draft those trucks on the top of Moffitt. Or really just Moffitt right now. Much of a run down the back straightaway the top side got. Now into turns 3 and 4. Johnny Sauter coming again to the bottom. Schneider looks low in front of Sauter. And to the inside of Joe Nemechek for the lead. Nemechek was a sitting duck on the outside lane. Schneider moved off of it to loosen him up a little bit, but it's not over yet. Schneider trying to side draft Nemechek. And Johnny Sauter almost got underneath Schneider, and Nemechek back down to the bottom to block. 2 to go. He's still in the lead. 4 wide for 3rd place. Contact in the middle of the pack between Jason White and John Hunter Nemechek. Johnny Sauter getting a massive push from Zane Smith on the bottom lane, and Nemechek's getting way out ahead of the field. Contact now with the 26 of Ankrum. Sauter in position. Oh, he tries to block Schneider. Schneider just gets underneath him. A little bit of contact. Coming to the white flag off turn 4.
Stay on the bottom.
Schneider again trying to side draft Johnny Sauter. Ankrum to the bottom. Non-playoff driver, winless. Sauter, can he make it to the championship 4? He's in 2nd place on the white flag lap. This is going to be the end of the race one way or another. Will they make it back to the checker? Johnny Sauter to the inside of Joe Nemechek.
Careful, still there.
Oh, he's got a run. And maybe a little help from Schneider. Johnny Sauter's in position. Now Schneider goes with Nemechek on the outside. Pushes Joe Nemechek.
Hold your line, got one inside.
And now a push from Tyler Ankrum. Johnny Sauter is clear of Nemechek on turn 4. Through the tri-oval.
One outside now.
Schneider trying to get there. It's too late. Johnny Sauter is going to the championship 4. Sauter wins at Talladega.
Fantastic.
Johnny Sauter will have a date with destiny as he is going to the championship 4 in Phoenix. Schneider did all he could, and he just ran out of time. He fell back to 4th, coming to the white flag, and a last lap pass for the win for Johnny Sauter as he was able to get around Joe Nemechek. Schneider tried to go with Nemechek to keep Sauter from winning the race, and once he pushed Nemechek, Nemechek just got a little loose and washed up the track off 4, forcing Schneider to have to go back to the bottom. Then he got a push from Ankrum, and the run was just too little, too late. He couldn't get around him. Johnny Sauter with a win at Talladega has advanced to the championship 4. There was the wreck. We almost flipped and win today. Almost. I don't know what lap it was on, but I'll try to find it. That wasn't it. Yeah, here it is, lap 34. We need to change the camera angle here. Here's the big one. Oh, I can't really. Okay. So here's a clip of the big one. Earlier in the race, in case any of you guys missed it. There it is, 4 wide down the backstretch. Schneider was aggressively blocking. That was actually 2 laps before the big one. And then here it is in the tri-oval. Schneider went high to try and block Joe Nemechek, and he got sideways after the contact. Nemechek was completely sideways, couldn't save it. And then he clips the 99 right in the right rear as he comes back down. Schneider goes up the racetrack in front of John Hunter. Joe Nemechek slides into the grass. And once the contact between the 8 and the 99 took place, it just upended and took the air off of the 99 truck, and he goes flipping over top of trucks, sliding back down into the infield grass. And somehow never DNF'd after that. And now we get to the finish of the race, where we'll take you through the last half a lap. Joe Nemechek led. Schneider side drafts the 26 of Ankrum, and here was the winning move by Johnny Sutter. He got up in front of Schneider. Schneider pulled clear of the 26 of Ankrum. He gave him a shove there. Then Schneider's going to move to the outside in line behind Joe Nemechek. Right there. Gives him the push. Nemechek just got a little wobbly, a little unstable, and he couldn't stay on the right rear corner panel of Johnny Sauter off turn 4, so he moved back down in front of the 26 of Ankrum, got a big push, got a big run in the draft on Sauter through the tri-oval, but it was just too little too late. And by the time he pulled out, he couldn't even get alongside Johnny Sauter. And Johnny Sauter, what a win. Into the championship 4 he goes. In a crazy Talladega playoff race. 7 cautions total, tied for the most in a single race this season. Schneider won stage 1, finished second. 2 drivers are locked into the championship 4 with just 2 spots left open when we go to Martinsville. Tyler Ankrum finished 3rd. Joe Nemechek fell from 1st to 4th on the last lap. Mike Harmon rounds out the top 5. Clay Greenfield 6th. Spencer Boyd 7th. Jennifer Joe Cobb 8th. Look at all the back marker trucks, the slower trucks. Nemechek, Harmon, Greenfield all finished in the top 10. Boyd with a smaller team there. Jennifer Joe Cobb all in the top 10. Ben Rhodes finished 9th. John Hunter Nemechek rounds out the top 10 today. And as far as the playoff drivers who finished outside the top 10, Enfinger 11th, Chastain 12th. Moffitt, who won stage 2, finished 15th. He was a non-playoff driver, though. Crafton finished 19th. Stuart Friesen, 25th. He was a non-factor most of the day. Gus Dean, last on the lead lap in 30th. Lost the draft there at the end. You saw he was 3 seconds behind the rest of the pack. And then Tanner Gray DNF'd very early in the race, just 5 laps in. He blew an engine in the top 5. So again, I have to do the points myself, so the points you're going to see on the screen here aren't accurate, so don't really pay attention to them. But when we go to Martinsville, I will have the points up and ready to go. As far as the accuracy of this, we know Johnny Sauter and Keegan Schneider are both in the championship 4. What a win for Johnny Sauter. Can't get any clutcher than winning at Talladega to move to the championship 4. Just did a cup race, photo finish, and we beat to the line at Texas 220 laps. Man, those photo finishes, they definitely get close. We didn't have a photo finish today, but we had a good finish. I'm glad we made it clean to the checker flag. We actually ran 15 laps under green to the end at Talladega. They were 3 and 4 wide with a couple laps to go. They all made it. That was unbelievable. Up over $700,000. We got 604 fans. We still have more subscribers than fans, and we're about to win a Truck Series championship. Okay, I don't want to speak too soon because we still got the championship 4 left. We'll have a strong truck. We're in it. Johnny Sauter's been good. Johnny Sauter's won 3 races this season. All 3 of those races have been in the last 6. So Johnny Sauter, he has been really good. Or sorry, not the last 6. Pocono would have been the 4th to last race of the regular season. Or 3rd to last. 3rd to last race of the regular season. So 2, 3, 4 if you count that race. and then 5 playoff. So 9. So it's Johnny Sutter's led 3 of the. Or sorry, Johnny Sutter has won 3 of the last 9 races. Schneider, I believe, in that stretch has won 3 playoff races. Okay, so he's won 5. And then Enfinger had that other win at Kentucky. So I mean, those are the wins in this stretch. Those are the 3 drivers that have won in the last 9 races. Well, the good news is we have a momentum bonus going into Martinsville. Hopefully we can keep that momentum bonus into the next race at Phoenix. And we're only 1 top 5 away from getting our incentive bonus, which we could get at either Martinsville or Phoenix. Maybe both. Who knows? Work on that Speedway chassis. Work on the Super Speedway just in case we don't win the championship, but we do have to run another Truck Series season. That would be so deflating if we don't win the championship. Because we are, 11 wins on the season. Like, what else can we do? Next season. That wouldn't already say that we're not... we're Xfinity Series ready, but we have to win the championship by my stipulations to move up to the Xfinity Series. Andrew Hollaback, welcome. At the end, unfortunately, but... yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap this stream up here. Start the work plan. On to Martinsville. 2 short tracks, so we'll round it up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap things up here tonight. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I will see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will go racing in the Brickyard 400. Actually, no, let me think here. We'll go... Let me think thoroughly. I don't have to work tomorrow. I know I can't golf, so I could be at home all day. Probably could get a double header in tomorrow and run a truck race before the Cup race. I know you guys would be down for that. If we do the truck race, it's going to have to be the earlier of the 2, only because the Cup race will be longer. The Cup race is going to be the Brickyard 400. So we are going to go to Martinsville for the Truck Series Career Mode tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, okay, so we'll go... I'm changing my mind again. We'll go... Yeah, I guess that'll probably work the best. I don't want to stay too late because I don't have to work Friday. So 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, we'll run Martinsville Truck Series Career Mode at Martinsville, the penultimate race, the final race of the round of 8. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll do the custom schedule championship mode race for the Cup Series that has been about a week and a half since we've ran that. That will be tomorrow, back on a Monday again. Again, Mondays and Thursdays are the custom schedule season. So with tomorrow being Monday, we'll have that return. Or sorry, tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday, but again, Monday or Thursday. So we'll have that return. So again, doubleheader, 5 p.m. for this race right here at Martinsville for the Truck Series Career Mode. And then custom schedule at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And that will be the Brickyard 400, so Crown Jewel event. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Again, like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We do these full race live streams with a realistic broadcast every day. It was a great race at both Las Vegas and especially right here at Talladega. Hope to see you tomorrow. See what happens next at Martinsville. See who those last 2 drivers are to clinch their way into the championship 4. And then we'll see if we can close in on that points lead in the Cup Series, the 8th race out of 36 there for the custom schedule. Have a good rest of your night, everybody. Sleep tight, and I'll see you tomorrow.